Two, one. Welcome to the Coach and Big Up Show. Coming to you tonight straight from Big Up Studios, the League of SGA. Tonight we got a very special guest with us. We got Chucky D, owner / lead GM. He's going to give us the rundown and let us know what's going on around the league and an update on the new rules and just chop it up with us a little bit. So right now I'm going to turn it over to your host. Coach, you ready to get on here, my man?
What's going on, people? What's going on, man? Glad to be on the show. Man, really glad to look out at this show. We're going to introduce Chuck. Chuck's been my friend for a lot of years, man, not just on the game, but off the game. Real good brother, so I'm real glad to introduce him. Chuck, why don't you say hello to everybody?
Hello, everybody. SGA.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Chuck, tell us a little bit about yourself, man.
Well, I'm from the Bay Area, Oakland, California. Oakland Athletic League, OAL. Home of the superstars, home of the Hall of Famers. I'm going to cut it short right there. I've been online gaming for a while, having fun. I know a lot of you guys. I played against a lot of you individuals, and for the most part, I've had a great time. That's why I'm still here today. And really what I want to talk about for the most part is us getting along, for us understanding our imperfections and understanding that all we can do is get better if we treat each other the way we want to be treated before a game, after a game, and during the game.
I agree.
That's basically it for me.
All right. Biggs?
Well, man, you know, I me and this guy met, man, a long time ago, and I got mad respect for him. You know what I'm saying? He's been doing nothing but showing me love. I wouldn't be here right now if it wasn't for him. I wouldn't be in the league today right now if it wasn't for him. And I just want to tell him, man, big ups to you, bro. Once again, thank you so much for your outreach to me and stuff, man, and blessings to you. But we're gonna definitely have some games. We're gonna have some games go down. You know, I'm gonna be talking some mad shit to you.
There's definitely gonna be some competition. Yeah. Well, guys, we're gonna go ahead and jump right into the rules, man. We're gonna get right into the mix of things. Biggs, if you could pull those up for us, that'd be great.
All right, one time. Give me a second here. All right. And bam, here we
go. All right, there we go. Looking at the rules, man, I'm looking at the first couple paragraphs, guys. All that stuff's really self-explanatory. I don't really think we need to talk about much of that. We're going to jump right into number 3. Number 3. Okay. Bickering, unsportsmanlike conduct. Hey, Biggs, you got to turn me down a little bit. I'm loud.
All right. How'd that go? How'd that sound?
Yeah, we're a little better. So first and foremost, it reads, keep it in PM. We're in a group full of competitors. I mean, that's what's the beauty of this league. So we're all going to disagree. We don't need guys to solicit their disagreement with other players. If a guy plays you a certain way, that doesn't mean he plays that way all the time, or we need to get and recruit guys against the way he's playing. In short, man, try to work it out with him in private. If you can't work it out in private, bring it to one of us, and then we'll do our best to resolve it. But for the most part, please keep all that stuff out of other people's business. No one really needs to know what's going on. There's an issue, like I said, let one of the admins know. One thing I also want to add, I'm going to touch on that now. One thing I hear a lot is, you know, we feel like this, or the league doesn't agree, or, you know, one thing I'm going to say to that is, guys, I'm an open book. Chuck's an open book. All you have to do is come to us. There's no need for other members to someone else's opinion. It really doesn't help the league. It really divides the league. So with that being said, I'm going to talk to Chuck a little bit. How do you feel about number 3?
Oh, man, I think it's a beautiful rule. I think we talked about it earlier today, the 24-hour rule. Thinking about stuff, making sure that that 5 seconds or 5 minutes of anger that you have, because when you really stop and pondered on it, it really wasn't that serious in the first place. I mean, let's face it, man. Ain't nobody going undefeated. We got some guys that's real good. We got some guys that's average. But everybody's a competitor. And that's what helped me the most. Just try to have fun. Even when you're angry, try to have fun. So I think if we said with ourselves about the things we do, I'm gonna tell y'all a real quick story. Bridge and I was playing, and I had Tobias Harris at the shooting guard. Now I know we have one up, one down, but Tobias Harris, he don't play shooting guard. And when I thought about that, even though I knew it was one up and one down, I decided, you know what, man, I'm not gonna play him at shooting guard because he don't play shooting guard. Type of mentality, I want all of us to have, man. Let's right way, have fun. Don't take it personal. And just come back fight another day. And let's try to make this, fun. I'm not gonna try to, let's say, make it the greatest or the worst. Let's just have fun. Let's just, So that's how I feel about us, in a nutshell. How we treat each other, everything else. If somebody dunk on you, don't come back and try to speed burst and dunk because they did it. Do it because the lane was open. Do it because you pulled off a beautiful spin move. You pump fake and went by and dunked on the guy. You keep that type of mentality. I mean, that's just my opinion. I'm not going to put emphasis on how, but I just know it's good when you're playing somebody and they feel like it's tit for tat, So I'm just going to leave that right there. And another thing the coach said that was important, you know what I mean? If you got a problem or somebody to have a problem, tell them to come and say something about it. Don't gather up a group of people. This is what all these guys said. You know what I mean? Because all that does is just create conflict and controversy. We always gonna have problems, but if you got a problem,
we always sit there. We grown men, man, and the only thing grown men need to be talking about, man, is either sports or world situations, man. Try to politic and getting things better. All that other talking about he say, she say stuff, man, that's not man-like to me.
And with that being said, gentlemen, keep it in mindset of this. I work with probably 2 people right now that, I can't stand, but I work well with them at work because we're at a workplace. Let's try to keep this in that mindset. If you don't like a guy, that's fine. Play your games and move on. You don't have to politic with them or communicate with them.
Out on the court.
Just get your games in and move on. Exactly. But with that said, we're going to move on, man. We're going to move down, number 4, offensive name and all that stuff. Like I said, we're not going to touch on things that are pretty obvious. We're grown men. So we're going to go ahead and go to the next one, which is number 6.
Trades. We got 5 new trades.
5, like I said, we got a trade committee. That's real self-explanatory. The cap is there. Anyone has questions on that, reach out. Number 6, ISO motion to get to the hoop. Abusing pick and roll is not allowed. Now, this is a grandfathered rule mostly. The pick and roll thing, I think, I don't really know how you monitor that. I think for manual pick and roll, I guess basically what it's saying, guys, is call some pick plays. If you're calling pick plays, I think it's not as obvious as if you're just holding, the left or right thumbstick, whichever one it is. So, yeah, anybody else got anything to say on that?
No,
I haven't really. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
I was just saying, most plays that you that's in 2K right now involve some type of pick and roll, a pick and pop, or a pick and fade. You know what I mean? But the manual one that you use, when you hit the RB button, that's something that you would use if you run a play and then your play gets broken. You know, that's when I hit the RB button.
Well, I'm not saying don't use the RB button. You can use the RB button, guys, but basically mix it up. In short, mix it up, gentlemen. Don't do anything too repetitive. Mix it up. We'll go ahead and, you got anything else, Chuck? You still with us, Chuck?
Yeah, he's talking. I think we lost his audio.
Okay, so I think we lost Chuck's audio. We'll oh, there you go.
I'm still here.
All right.
Hello?
Okay. Yeah, we hear you.
You can hear me?
Yeah.
All right. So
okay. Yeah. Like I said, basically to me, the gameplay has been pretty flawless for the most part. I played quite a few games, and everybody that I've played, you know, has played the game the way it's supposed to be played. I think our gameplay is on point, so I don't have any problems with that.
yeah, and right now I don't really have too many problems with gameplay either. So let's just keep it as it is, guys. We're just going over these to say we went over them, so we understand what the expectations are. Move on. Number 3, 3-point jacking. Again, this is pretty obvious. I don't think we need to go over this. Hey, Big, I'm telling you, I'm coming in real loud on your side.
Oh, it's okay. Turn you back down some more. Go ahead.
All right, so next up, we'll go with, trap passing. Is there anything else you want to touch on, Chuck, in this part before we get to on ball?
Oh, no, not at all.
All right, cool. So we're going to move on to number 9. Number 9 is on-ball defense is required this year. This is something that is new. I think we try to define the definition of what on-ball is. So it reads in the rules as this: the user must be making an attempt to play on-ball defense. You can be the closest man to the ball or switch to the pick and roll man. This is allowed. Slow switching is not going to be monitored. This is allowed. And please make your best efforts to switch when the ball is passed. So basically what we're saying, guys, is make an attempt. You know, try to play your best ability to play on-ball defense.
Center camping.
Number 9B is center camping. The definition of center camping, guys, it's when you're not trying to guard the guy on ball and you're sitting with your center with the pick guy off of, play or something, you're just jumping passing lanes. If you're jumping the passing lane with someone that's, a big like that, it's probably you're not playing on ball. Now, that's not to be mistaken, gentlemen. I know the computer does it. We know the computer does it. So be careful with your accusations if you're saying people are jumping lanes.
All right.
So with that, we're going to add, number 10, because it kind of all goes together, twitching games. This will be required this year on all home games. So obviously the first question that's going to come up in my mind is, well, Twitch isn't working. I can't get Twitch up. Does that mean I don't play my home games? No, that's not what that means. Play your home games. Do the best you can, to Twitch your home games. This year, we're going to have 29 home games. If you've Twitched 14 of them, you've gotten half of them. That's enough for me. I think that's enough for the league. The point is that you're trying. If you have 28 out of 29, great. I know myself, I have a pretty high internet speed, so I'll probably have all 29. But that's what we would like. We'd encourage you to try to do that. And this is going to give us some indication to, how gameplay plays, and we can give feedback where necessary. I don't mean we can critique everybody. It just means we can give some feedback if we see something that's not quite fitting. How you feel about that, guys?
I'm with it. As long as it's only one person doing it. I have a problem with two people twitching the game. It just, to me, it seems like it's going to cause a lag issue. But Cross said it works better with two people doing the twitching. But I don't know.
Well, that's why I said all home games. So it's not required that you can obviously Twitch your away games if you want to, but we're asking that the home team Twitch. You there, Chuck?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Anything you want to add on that?
I'm sorry, I had a lot of feedback. What did you guys just say?
We're talking about the
We're just talking about the on-ball defense. On-ball defense and Twitch games.
Yeah, I mean, as far as the on-ball, again, what I've seen so far, you know, everybody's been playing on-ball day, and like Big Ups alluded to, the center, controlling your center. I haven't seen any of that. So I think we're good on those areas, right? The ball D, the twitching goes. We just have to put our best foot forward and see what happens.
Yeah. Okay. Moving on down. We know about 50% PIP. I don't think we need to talk about that. Gameplay issues. Okay, this is debates, and we'll go down to the bottom there, all the way to the bottom, and go to the highlight area. You can see there, it's also maybe a good idea to let 24 hours pass before you complain about someone's gameplay. Remember, we have Twitch. So I would recommend that if you're playing an away game and you know the guy home Twitch and you're complaining about his gameplay, I'd recommend you watch the game first. And then you can then make your, assessment, give it 24 hours, let things cool down, and then bring it to an admin. Guys? Hello.
You got silence.
Hey, what's up? What's happening, man?
You guys hear me or no?
No, I'm here with you. No, I can hear you real good, man. I can hear you. I'm hear you real good. I mean, like I said, go ahead. I'm sorry.
All right, let's move on to the games. I think that's what it is. Everybody ready to start talking about the game between coach and
let's get into the game. So, hey, we're all done with the rules, gentlemen, again. Please do your best to follow the rules, and let's ball. All right, so, Biggs, do you have the...
Yeah, let me throw those up real quick.
Let's bring up Chuck's roster. So, Chuck, let me talk to you a little bit about your team, man. So, first of all, you my boy. I've played you quite a bit. I know what you can do on the court. So, I'm gonna ask you a little bit about your team, man. Tell me the direction, the vision you have for your team. Obviously, you got Karl Anthony Towns. You got, Giannis. You got,
Antetokounmpo.
You got some young guns over there, really. Yeah.
That boy there, Payne.
So, what was the vision? Yeah. Well, what was the vision behind what you were trying to build and what you're trying to accomplish?
Well, I hated to give up Pau Gasol. I mean, you talked to Corn the other day, and man, he got a great player. Turner's not in that category from the start. I like my team a lot. I like the versatility. I like the flexibility. Right now, I'm trying to decide if Giannis is going to run the 3 or the 4. I think my backcourt is pretty solid. I think defensively we're pretty good. And like I said, I like my team a lot, man. I'm just excited, man, because I feel like we can match up with anybody, but we also have a lot of holes also. So in the preseason, I've been letting everybody play. I just picked up Nick Young. I got Mike Dunleavy. I got Tyler. All those guys can play the 2. Tobias Harris and Marvin Williams. Marvin Williams has probably been a surprise for me. He has a defensive stopper. He rebounds decent. He can shoot the lights out. So he's definitely going to be a starter. So I look forward to getting out there, man, and matching up against you guys. But one thing I will say, I played against some very good teams. Last night, Coach and I played. Curry, man, was just a handful. You know, we couldn't stop him. And then with Tony Parker playing the one, you know, a lot of times it was just too much great backcourt for me to match up with.
It looked like it was a defensive game there because third quarter, you guys are scoring low points. Fourth quarter, you was held to only 12 points.
Yeah. I mean, the last couple of games, I haven't really got Towns going, but he kills on the board. And like I said, this is preseason, so I'm not coming out trying to get one guy all the shots. I probably won't do that when the season starts either, but I'm trying to figure out what the rotation is going to be. And there's some tough battles, you know, on that Milwaukee Bucks team right now. So by the time we get it started, I'm pretty sure I have it figured out.
Yeah.
I'm sure you will too. You got a superstar over there, Mr. Towns, so I'm sure, you know, he's going to be able to lead you, man. Every time I play him, he's unbelievable. Curry does this thing, man. I can't front. I'm enjoying the pleasures of having Curry lately. But, you know, like I tell people, I sacrificed a year with Curry when no one could use him, and me included, just to make sure I would have him for this year. So looking forward to it. It's going to be a fun year for sure. I'll definitely look forward to the battles I'm going to have with my man Chuck.
So let me put him in the hot seat this time real quick. Who do you give me a breakdown of the Central Eastern Conference, Chuck? You got AKA in there with you. Who's that? Who's the Pacers this year? You have anything written up in front of you?
Go ahead.
Pacers are an empty team.
Empty team. Then we got the Cavs. That's
RTN.
And who's the Bulls? Bulls are empty team. So
Bulls are Kamenzi.
And that's him, RTN, and AKA.
Yeah, RTN, Kamenzi, AKA.
Yeah, I played Kamenzi today, and it was a good battle. I thought he was leaving the division, you know what I'm saying? But he came right back in, so we're going to have to battle. Then you got AKA. You know, we got the champion. You know, nobody's giving him his just due, but he's the defending champion. And, you know, he got an all-around game. He knows how to use his players. And, I mean, but one thing I'll say, when you got competition in your division, it's going to make you better because every game you play is going to be a battle. And I think being battle-tested is the thing that allows you to win close games. So even though I respect him, you know, I embrace the opportunity to meet up with him on the court. And, you know, I haven't really had any good years the last couple of years as far as I'm concerned. You know, but this year I look forward to getting out there and trying to make the playoffs first. And then after that, if I get in, let's see what's going to happen.
All right. So what is the prediction? You ducking the questions?
Yeah, I'm ducking it. Because you know my mouth is not big enough for the shoe.
We gonna put you on there. That's what the show does.
Yeah, my mouth is not big enough for the shoe that you guys trying to get me to put it in. So you know, I'm gonna keep ducking. You know what I'm saying? And when I get on the court, I'm gonna let my game do the talking.
That's all right. Okay, so then let's take it a step further. Who's going to come in first in the East? Who do you predict to come out the East?
Man, I mean that's tough. I would have to say, based on last year, I would have to say AKA. You know, I mean, he's the defending champ. You know, so until somebody knocks him off the mountain.
All y'all in the East, y'all hear that? AKA, he's the man. Go get him.
All right.
Hey, check this out. I want to say one more thing before we get off because I'm gonna have to wind this down. But I wanted to say this, and this goes for for everybody in the league, and it regards our perception of people and people's games. And you got guys trying to get in the game and enjoy the game. You know, we know each other from these little conversations Some of us are cooler than others. Some of us don't even talk unless we say good game or we complain about each other. But I think if a person can come in the league, he could follow the rules, and he could be a good teammate playing against his opponent, I think that we need to let the past be the past and give everybody a chance to prove themselves in the future. And I'm specifically talking about B. Moore. And, you know, when I first met B. Moore, you know, I didn't like playing him, man. I ain't going to even lie to you. But as I got to know him, you know, I see that the dude can just play. He's a good player. So I don't know, you know, why. And when he left the league last year, he was in the league. He didn't get kicked out. So for all you guys out there that don't want him in, ask yourself why you don't want him in. You know, and when I try to answer that question for you, maybe I shouldn't be doing it. I can't really come up with a good answer. And that just doesn't go for him. That goes for anybody in the past that want to come in and play their games and try to have fun and try to compete. So, I mean, we don't have to love each other. We do have to respect each other. Then it's not going to matter who on the other side of the sticks. It's your experience when you finish saying that, the mirror and say you played a good game. And that goes not only for you, but for the person you playing. We could grow from that. Trust me, we can grow from that. And I have grown from it, because there used to be times when, man, I didn't enjoy playing certain people. That I had to look at myself and say, why didn't you enjoy playing?
I used to think,
and I didn't have a good answer for that.
True. Ain't nobody had that much control over the doggone player. As long as I'm just playing. That's my boy. Be more. Peace up to you, bro. I love you, man. Would love to see you coming back, bro. But he's a damn good player. That's the truth.
You know, and with that being said, you know, it's not just B. Moore that has, you know, an ability to have a fresh start, man. That's for everybody. You know, we welcome him Sin back as well. You know, it's for everybody, man. We're not holding no grudges, and the bottom line is, we want a ball, yo.
Yeah. I'm on this podcast.
Take it to the court.
What's up with you?
So I think we're gonna wrap up, man. With that,
let me talk to you afterwards, man. I don't want nobody to hear your strategy, brother. Yeah, that was my son, Will Diamond, that just walked in. You know, they used to call him the cheeseburger because he played cheesy, but now he got game. He got game. He be beating his dad down. You know what I mean? But when we play for real, I'm coming out ahead.
That's what I'm talking about. Hey. Tell Landis I said what's up, man.
All right, man. I will.
Hey,
okay.
Hey, we gonna wrap this up, fellas. Hey, this is another great episode. Thank you, Biggs. Hey, and before anything else, man, I got one last thing I want to say, man. There was a point where, hey, this league could have died. My man stepped up. So, hey, big shout out to my man Chuck, man, doing what you knew was the right thing to do, and we're gonna keep this thing pushing. That's all I got, fellas. We'll see you on the next.
Hey, Coach. One more thing, Coach.
Yes, sir.
One more thing. And I apologize. Let's thank you. Because I know the conversations that we have, and I must say, in certain areas, you have humbled yourself, you know, in situations where maybe you wouldn't. But your organization, your attention to detail, your diligence, and your consistency, along with some of the other guys. So, hey, I'm not doing that. I want everybody to know that. Don't call me commish. If you want to talk to me, I can talk all day. But these guys are the ones getting it done, just like what Big Ups is doing, a.k.a. Bridge, Croy. I mean, the list goes on. You know, I can say some more names, too. And maybe on the next show I will. But, Coach, man, we want to thank you, man. Thanks. And Ups, thank you, too.
No problem, bro. No problem. I love these guys, man. I've been playing with these guys for years, man. Other than now, up until now, I didn't know how none of y'all look. You know, now I know what Corn looked like. You know, I know what my man Coach looked like, and I've been with you, Chuck, with your ugly ass.
Hey, man, ain't no shame in the game, brother. Ain't no shame in the game.
You know what I mean? Hey, tell him, Chuck, we can't all be that sexy.
All right, y'all. That's it for the night. Get on here and do this music real quick and fade to black. Yeah.